Hello and welcome to GP Nuggets TV, home of the Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball Team. For over 70 years, youth baseball. You can watch select Nuggets games here on GrantsPassNuggets.com. GP Nuggets TV is brought to you by Fields Ace Home Hardware Center, by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon Sanitation, by Bimart, by Oregon California Supply, by Les Schwab Tires, by Mox Auto Sales, Robco Incorporated, the Can-Do Company, by Riverside Ready Mix, and by MyCircleK.com. GP Nuggets TV is produced by HVTV1 Student News with producer Josh Eldridge and J. Ray Sports. Enjoy GP Nuggets.
Hello everybody, I'm Josh Eldridge and welcome to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in Klamath Falls tonight, as tonight's American Legion Baseball Area 4 matchup is between the Grants Pass Nuggets and the Klamath Falls Falcons. This is the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Stay tuned because coming up we'll give you a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola Area 4 standings and what's ahead with the Super Regionals looming in just 1 week. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back. This GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Again, this Area 4 League matchup features the Grants Pass Nuggets and the Klamath Falls Falcons. To give you an idea of where these teams are on their road to the Super Regional Playoffs, here are a look at the Area 4 standings on the Timber Country Coca-Cola leaderboard. Number 1 is going to be the Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs. They are 11-3 in league, 31-9 overall. Number 2, the Roseburg Dock Stewarts, 8-6 at 20-15 overall. The Eugene Bimart Challengers are 7-7, 21-17 overall. In 4th place is the Willamette Valley Titans. They are 6-8 overall, 14-20 overall. That's 6-8 in league play. The Grants Pass Nuggets in 5th place, 5-9 at 19-16 overall, and tied with them is our second team tonight, the Klamath Falls Falcons. They are also 5-9. However, they're 18-21 overall. These two teams, they played last night. Game 1 saw the Falcons swinging the bats early, leading 8-0. By the 4th inning, they would eventually lead and win 13-2. Game 2 did not go much better for Grants Pass. Klamath again scored early on a passed ball, and it continued to snowball from there. Klamath Falls had a monster 3rd inning, batting all 9 hitters and scoring 5 runs in that inning. Falcons took Game 2, 8-2. Grants Pass needing a reverse sweep today. Team is sending Cade Kissel to the mound with the duties of silencing this Klamath lineup. Meanwhile, the rest of the Area 4 shapes up this way with Roseburg. They're traveling to Willamette Valley to face a team that may have surprised a few people last night. The Titans split with Roseburg a game apiece and are now on their home turf for games 3 and 4. Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs travel to Eugene today. Those two teams played in Medford last night and split the series there. As the Klamath Falls Falcons take the field, we're going to take one last break. Coming up is the Riverside Ready Mix and first pitch. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. On the mound for Klamath is Bailey Whitlock. Bring you the Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups in just a moment. We'll get them as we go. Leading off for Grants Pass, number 6, Nick Bastendorf. Nick Bastendorf last night got on base a couple times, but the Nuggets had trouble converting, again only scoring 2 runs. First pitch from Whitlock in there for strike 1. Give you a look around the defense for Klamath Falls. We do have that starting at third base. Third baseman Aiden Schramm, you see him on your screen right there. Over at shortstop, Hayden Rasica. There he is. Second base for Klamath is going to be Kyle Hadwick. And at first is John Ticini, as that one's grounded over to Rasica, but he bobbles it. Bastendorf is going to beat out the back end, and he'll be aboard with an early error. Bennett Rogers batting second in the Riverside Ready Mix starting lineup, starting in right field tonight. First pitch to him is low. Again, Nick Bastendorf gets aboard with a leadoff error. Again, Rasica making that error, but error seems to be problems for at least this Grants Pass team in particular. They are having trouble making the routine plays. We got a chance to talk with head coach Mike Reese of the Grants Pass Nuggets. He was touching on his team. You know, they make the hard plays. We saw last night. I know Bennett Rogers, you know, ranging over nearly 60 yards to nearly make a catch in foul territory, and Kate Kissel ranging into the outfield grass along with Nate Morgan charging a ball just a couple nights ago. They make the hard plays, but making the routine plays is a little bit more difficult for them, it seems, and they just make the errors on the easier plays. A little bit odd to see that from a younger baseball team, but it's just been the story so far this season. As Rogers takes strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Rogers, sorry. Bailey Whitlock with that one a breaking ball. That one's hit down the left field line, and that one's going to get through. We'll see where Bastendorf ends up as he's rounding to go to third. And Brian Diotti's waving him home, and he's going to go home. An RBI double from Bennett Rogers to get this game started for Grants Pass. That is something that they definitely needed. And the Nuggets get out to an early lead, 1-0 here on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Share a Coke this summer. We invite you to share a Coke this summer with us, the Grants Pass Nuggets. It's Timber Country Coca-Cola sponsoring our scoreboard this season. Vinny Savolta starting in left field, hitting third for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Walking out to the mound is starting catcher McCray Hamilton. Talking it over with his guys. We'll give you the rest of the starting lineups for Klamath Falls. Again, we got over to first base. That's John Ticini as we move over to left field. That left fielder is Jake Overstreet. In center field, that is Josh Hamilton. And then in right, Blake Loney. There's Blake. Two balls, no strikes to Vinny Savolta. And runner on second base, that is Bennett Rogers. RBI double brought home Nick Bastendorf, our 1-0 ball game. That one fouled off into the grandstands. Speaking of these grandstands, we'll get a good look at them here. Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls, one of the last good wood stadiums we have left here. Very nice, just walking in here. It has a real stadium feel to it. Three balls, one strike, the count to Vinny Zavolta. Zavolta had a little bit of trouble as of late. He's been driving the ball like no other, but every time he's hit it out in the outfield, has just found a glove. As Zavolta walks, still no out here in the top of the first inning. Tyler Rund, your Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your full-service transfer station, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Again, Tyler Rund takes a breaking ball outside. That one fouled off. And Bailey Whitlock on the mound. We saw last night Jeff Hudson for Klamath, and then in relief of him was Hayden Rasica. Hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit more about Hayden Rasica in the nightcap of this one, but just to give you a little of an idea of what he's all about, verbally committed to Oregon State. He's playing shortstop this opening game, but we might see him on the mound later as Hadwick ranges back, makes the catch for out number one. Runners stay at first and second as Tyler Rund flies out to the second baseman Hadwick, and that will bring up number 7, Nate Morgan. First out of the inning, they're bringing up Nate Morgan. Again, still runners at first and second. That fly ball wasn't deep enough. Whitlock first pitch and misses up. Nate Morgan, again, one of those guys we're talking about a little bit. He makes the tough play. We saw him, where was that? I believe that was in Eugene, actually. Saw him make that tough play, ranging over to the outfield, or the foul territory grass, rather, and made a fantastic throw across the diamond as he flies that one out into left field. Loney coming in. His hat flies off and the ball lands. All the runners move up one, as now the bases are loaded, and the single by the man right there, Nate Morgan. Cade Kissel stepping in now for Grants Pass. He is the starting pitcher for the Nuggets. He's in the lineup. First pitch to him. Breaking ball finds the zone. Good breaking pitch by Whitlock. Get him started. Kissel on the mound in the first game. Bit of an interesting choice. It leaves you to wonder who might be on the mound in the nightcap for Grants Pass, but they need this one. If anything, they need this one. At least maybe gain some momentum on the road in Game 1. You know, they split last night at home. Again, 13-2 the score in the first game, 8-2 the score in the second game. And now they are tied for the 5th and 6th spot in the standings in Area 4. Again, to give you an idea of how the playoffs work in American Legion Baseball, especially in Area 4, a little bit different than the rest of the areas in the state of Oregon. Roseburg Doc Stewarts, they're hosting the event at the state tournament. They get an automatic berth in the state tournament. Then it is the area winner, the conference winner, which right now looks like it's going to be the Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs. So 2 teams from Area 4 get an immediate berth into the super regional tournament, or the, state tournament. And behind them, the second place team, well, right now the second place team is Roseburg, so in this case the third place team, which is the Willamette Valley Titans, they will they will host a team for the super regionals. Sorry, they will host a team for the super regionals, and then the 4th and 5th place teams will travel. Those two teams being right now the Eugene Weimar Challengers, and then really whoever wins this game, you know, if they split, then they stay tied, and it's all up to the final series where Grants Pass faces Willamette and Klamath faces Eugene as Kate Kissel strikes out number 2. So these teams really battling right now for a playoff berth. If Willamette can sweep it home, they will be ahead heading into their last series against Eugene. Eugene, the 3rd place team in the, the 4th place team in the Area 4 standings right now, but they're also due to travel unless Roseburg falls victim to Willamette Valley. Again, 2 other games going on tonight in Area 4. Roseburg traveling to Willamette Valley. They split last night in Roseburg. That ended a 13-game home winning streak for the Doc Stewarts. Very interesting little fact there. They've been incredibly good at home, and that winning streak starting earlier this season versus the Grants Pass Nuggets. Bailey Whitlock fires that one in there, but it is too high. Ball 3. Again, the other Area 4 matchup tonight as the Lithia Dodge 1st place Medford Mustangs travel to Eugene to take on the Weimar Challengers. Colton Fisher takes a walk, and that will walk in a run. Whitlock walks Fisher with the bases loaded, and the second run comes in. Bennett Rogers touches the plate, and that makes it 2-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Josh Robbins stepping in now. Josh Robbins, one of the 2 RBIs last night. He grounded out, turned into an RBI. Someone scored on the back end. Again, 2-0 your score here right now, as he takes ball 1. Bases loaded after that walk. At first base, you got Colton Fisher. At second base, you got Nate Morgan. At third, Vinny Savolta. That one is taken outside ball 3. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, 2 outs here in the top of the 1st inning. Again, this 1st inning brought to you by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Open 7 days a week in Murphy, Oregon. Murphy, Oregon, of course, the home of the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Colton Fisher, you see him on your screen right there, big old number 22 on first base. He is from Hidden Valley. As that one is chopped over to third, it is dropped. And Andrew Schramm drops it on the transfer, and a run comes in to score. 3-0 ball game. Grants Pass is leading it after the error. Bases stay loaded as a second baseman, Hunter Grant. He steps in, the number 9 hitter. Fouled off, 4-1. Give you a look at Whitlock right there, feeling like he should have been out of the inning a while ago. That's 2 errors in this inning, one of them on Hayden Rasica, the other on Aiden Schramm. As here's the pitch. Hamilton does a good job of keeping it in front of him. One ball, 1 strike, the count to Hunter Grant. That one hit hard into left field. It is high. Over Street. Makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. 2 runs come across after 2 errors in the inning from Klamath. Score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard is 2-0. Grants Pass is leading. Due up, top of the lineup for Klamath Falls. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox. And service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix. For your summer home improvement projects, if you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bar Mart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. Nuggets get ahead early, 3-0. It's due up for Klamath Falls. Josh Hamilton, Kyle Hadwick, and Blake Loney, the 1-2-3 hitters in your Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups. Warming up on the mound, we'll get you a good look at him here, Cade Kissel. Tasked with handling this starting lineup from Klamath Falls. Gets himself a nice 3-run lead to work with early. Always nice to have, but those 3 runs coming unearned, but coming across nonetheless. As he finishes his warm-up tosses, we'll give you a look around the infield here for the Grants Pass Nuggets at third base. That is Nate Morgan. Moving over to shortstop, that's Nick Bassendorf, and Hunter Grant walking backward behind him. He's the second baseman for this opener. Over at first base, Colton Fisher heads in to talk to his man in behind the plate. Number 14, Josh Robbins. We'll give you the outfield. Coming up here on GP Nuggets TV. Leading off for Klamath Falls, again, it is Josh Hamilton, starting center fielder. First pitch from Kissel. That one finds the zone, strike 1. That one inside. That one is smashed foul. Give you the look of the outfield for the Grants Pass Nuggets. In left, it is Vinny Savolta. Move over to center field. It is Tyler Rund. And in right, Bennett Rogers. Take a look at the dimensions here at Kiger Stadium. Pretty symmetrical all around. In straightaway left field, 325. Move over to left center, it's 350. Dead center's 385, and right down the pole here at Kiger Stadium on the right field line, 325, as Hamilton is hit by Kissel to start off his day. Brings up Kyle Hadwick, the second baseman. Now with runner on first. Klamath in a good spot to at least try to do something here offensively. Again, Klamath Falls and the Grants Pass Nuggets, they are tied for 5th. Only one of these teams will make the playoffs. Neither of them really have a shot at playing at home in the Super Regionals. I mean, they do, statistically speaking, but, you know, realistically, it's going to be tough for them to try to squeak out that home game in the Super Regionals. Realistically, one of these teams is going to travel, and the other one is going to sit at home, miss the playoffs, which is never the way you want to end a season. You want to go to the Super Regionals, those state playoffs, and then eventually the national finals in North Carolina. As that one's popped up in the infield, Cade Kissel calls everyone off, and he drops the ball. Kissel drops the ball in the infield, but the play is made at second. So Hamilton is called out instead of Hadwick. A little bit of an interesting twist to that play, but Blake Loney, right fielder, his ups now against Cade Kissel. That one chopped to third. Nate Morgan comes up with it. The toss on to second is there. And on to first, it's in time. An inning-ending double play as Blake Loney grounds into it. No runners come across, one left stranded for Klamath Falls. As we head to the top half of the second inning, stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Due up in Grants Pass in the second. It's going to be the top of the lineup. Nick Bastendorf, Bennett Rogers, and then Vinny Savolta. As they batted 9 in that last inning, they pushed across 3. Bastendorf his last time reached on an error. We're in the top of the second. The Nuggets lead 3-0. That one was hit hard, but it'll be hit foul. Again, Bailey Whitlock on the mound for Klamath Falls. First inning was a little bit of a rough one. 2 hits. 3 runs came across, none of them earned actually, as that one's grounded to third. Schramm comes up with it. The throw on to first is in time. Tassini makes a stretch for it. As Bastendorf makes the first out. Brings up Bennett Rogers, RBI double his first time. He takes ball 1. Get a good look at Bennett Rogers here. He's had quite the story so far this season, as you see him there. That one is hit high into center field. Play is made by Overstreet and left, but overall, Rogers has had a fairy tale sort of season. You know, his team might be slumping. He stayed pretty consistent all year long. He was hitting 9th and 8th in the start of this league season, but has now found himself, as you see here, in the 2-hole. stuck in between Bassendorf and Vinny Savolta, two of the elite guys on this Nuggets roster. And you know, while those guys might have slumped, Rogers has stayed consistent. Rogers been pretty good at it all year long. Defensively as well, again last night. Making a few decent catches out there in the outfield. Made one right by the fence at his back turn. Diving effort last night as well. He tipped off his glove, but still giving it his 100%. As that one is hit, Schramm comes up with it. Zavolta running on to first. The throw is high. Tassini comes off the bag. He is safe. The throw from Aiden Schramm is high. John Tassini jumps for it, comes back down. Zavolta's past him. Close play, but an error on Schramm. Brings up Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter Tyler Rund. Again, Southern Oregon Sanitation open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Zavolta takes off running, and the throw gets past Hamilton behind the plate. So Zavolta, he's going to take a turnaround second, but he's going to stay there as the pass ball allows Zavolta to move up to second after he was already stealing. But Bailey Whitlook, the throw from him is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Tyler Rund. Whitlook's next pitch misses low. 3 balls, no strikes to Tyler Rund. Again, runner on second base, Vinny Savolta, advancing on the pass ball. That one's flied out, and Loney going to take that catch to end the inning. 2 runners left on for the Nuggets. No runs come across in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom half. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Klamath in the bottom half. Stay tuned on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, and driven by Les Schwab Tires. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. The visiting Grants Pass Nuggets lead the home team Klamath Falls Falcons 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Due up this inning for Klamath, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. That's Billy Miller leading off. Cade Kissel after the 0-1 pitch fires back again. That one fouled off. Count 0-2. After Miller is John Tassini, and then after that, Hayden Rasica. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Make that 2 balls, 2 strikes now. That one fouled off again. We're at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. The Nuggets on the road for this one. Played last night in Grants Pass, but as we know, back-to-back schedules, these two teams play at opposite venues the next day. Two teams that played last night, the Eugene Weimar Challengers and the Medford Mustangs. They split last night in Medford. The Mustangs lead Eugene 5-0. They're in the fourth inning, and also Willamette Valley leads Roseburg 3-0 right now. Billy Miller strikes out, brings up John Tassini. Second pitch from Kissel, breaking ball finds the zone, no balls and 2 strikes. Kissel attempting to make quick work of the middle of this Klamath Falls lineup. Now on a fly ball, Bennett Rogers headed back to the wall. It's off the wall. Tassini a double. Down 0-2, he turns it into a 2-bagger. 1-out double from Don Tassini. Hayden Rasica, again, touch on a little bit about him. Verbally committed to Oregon State. He's going to be a junior at Henley High School, member of the Skyline Conference. So that one gets by Robbins. Tassini moves up to third on the wild pitch. Now 1-out runner at third base for Klamath Falls. But as I was saying, Henley High School for the Rasica brothers. Again, Heath Rasica on this team along with Hayden. But Heath Rasica, Jake Overstreet, and Blake Loney. First team All-State in the 4A OSA for the state of Oregon. Again, all 3 of those guys from Henley High School. Henley High School, this was their first year not in the state tournament in 5 years. Can you believe that? 5 years for a high school being in the state championship game. Now, they won 3 out of 5 of those. Great run from Henley High School. That one, Nebraska misses high. Ten players on this Klamath Falls roster from Henley High School. Others from Mazama, and the Schluter brothers from Maddox High School. Wondering where that is. That is Northern California. They drive an hour to get to the ballpark every day, playing in the Oregon American Legion baseball team. Again, we're in Klamath Falls, about, I'd say, 25, maybe a shade over 30 minutes from the California border. The 0-1 from Kissel. Swung on and missed. The 0-2 pitch misses low. Ball 1. And the Les Schwab Road weather report. Nuggets are on the road. That one lined into center field. Tyler Runn hops up and he makes the play in the outfield. We'll give you the Les Schwab Road weather report when we come back. The score 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Headed to the top half of the third inning. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox. And service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix. For your summer home improvement projects, if you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the top of the third inning in this 3-0 ball game, brought to you on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Due up is going to be Nate Morgan, Cade Kissel, and then Colton Fisher. That one ground ball going to end up foul. Nate Morgan takes ball one. That one is ball two, taken low by Nate Morgan. Nate Morgan, the starting third baseman. That one taken outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Nate Morgan. That one's hit into left field. Going to get down for a base hit. No! Hayden Rasica jumps up and grabs that one. Hayden Rasica just stole a base hit straight from Nate Morgan as he jumps up about 3 feet and grabs that catch. Fantastic job by Hayden Rasica. That brings up starting pitcher for the Nuggets, Cade Kissel. Cade Kissel, bases empty, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one, ground ball. Schramm up with it. Throw on to first in time. Out number 2. That one's flied out. Caught by Jake Overstreet in left for the third and final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Nuggets here in the top half of the third inning. We head to the bottom half. Score 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned, you're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer. from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. If you're just joining us from the website on GPNuggets.com, score is 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We apologize for not having that up to you, but it's here now, and we're happy to have you. Again, this third inning brought to you by People's Bank, celebrating over 20 years in Southern Oregon. People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. We put the people first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Schramm. Number 8 hitter in this lineup. Leading off the bottom half of the third inning, again, Klamath Falls trailing by 3. That pitch chopped over to third baseman Nate Morgan. He comes up with it, charging, throw on to first in time, Colton Fisher. Tall guy knocking it down at first. Aiden Schramm starts out the third with the ground out.
Now batting, left fielder, number 7, J.T. Overstreet.
Jake Overstreet, number 9 hitter. One of the 3 first-team All-State baseball from Henley. One of the 3 guys again. Others Heath Rasica and Blake Loney. Left-handed hitter Overstreet last night was hitting 3rd in the lineup for Klamath Falls. That one missing low to Overstreet. Overstreet last night went 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 strikeouts. Or sorry, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes to him now. Hitting 9th in the order. After this, we're back to the top with Josh Hamilton and Kyle Hadwick. That one missing outside from Cade Kissel. Get a good look at him. He fires that one in a curveball. Missing outside to Overstreet. That'll put a runner on with 1 out. Josh Hamilton now gets an opportunity. Cade Kissel going to Lassen Community College, a Hidden Valley graduate. Hamilton might have thought a little bit too late about swinging on that one. Down 0-1. Hamilton, his first time up, was hit by a pitch, got deep into the count, and then it hit his elbow. A breaking ball. Ooh, just misses low. Good pitch from Cade Kissel. Kissel we've seen a couple times. Both times we've seen him here on GPNuggets.com. He's been home with a loss after pitching great. It's the same thing we've been talking about where the offense just can't get going and there's defensive errors, as that time Hunter Grant fielded that one, tossed it on to Bastendorf, gets the lead runner in Overstreet, but Hamilton beats out the back end, no throw from Bastendorf.
Now batting second baseman, number 12, Kyle Hadwin.
Kyle Hadwick, number 12, the second baseman, hitting second in this lineup. He reached on an error his first time. Swung on and missed from Hadwick. Move to first, no good. Another move to first. And we'll try to give you one more look at where we are. That is Kiger Stadium. And here in Klamath Falls, Wood Stadium, built very nice, looks old, got that stadium feel, that overhang right there behind the plate. Not a whole lot of fans here tonight, could be a lot more full. So that one's popped foul. It bounces, stays fair, the wind brought it fair. Rogers comes all the way in, Colton Fisher couldn't track it down. That'll be a base hit. That one just curved fair at the very last second. Base hit from Hadwick. That brings up Blake Loney. Grounded into a double play his first time. Kissel starts him out with a strike. That one hit in the left field. It's going to slice, going to end up foul. Try to give you a look here. Not a whole lot of foul territory here at Kiger Stadium, especially as you get down towards the line. Completely runs out of foul territory. We'll try to show you there down the left field line. You know, there it almost runs out right by that that pole down there. So it's definitely not O.Co Coliseum. There's not a lot of foul territory here. Kate Kissel. He strikes out Blake Loney to end the inning. No runs come across, 2 left stranded for Klamath here in the bottom half of the third inning. 3-0 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Head to the top of the fourth inning. We're moving right along in this one. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center and the Fields family. Your hometown hardware store is Fields, where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Hardware Home Center opens 7 days a week in Murphy. Burger King of Southern Oregon is proud to bring you this broadcast. 60 years of our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger King of Southern Oregon. From Ashland to Canyonville, Burger King. This broadcast...
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 3-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We invite you to share a Coke with us this summer. Share a Coke with the GP Nuggets. Come on down to the All Sports Park. Next game is against the Willamette Valley Titans. We're going to be there Saturday night. That one hit right to John Ticini. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the top half of the fourth. Hunter Grant, number 9 hitter in the lineup. That one will end up foul. Hunter Grant, his last time up. He grounded out to end the first inning. That one misses low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch from Whitlock also missing low, that breaking ball. That one hit foul as well. Hunter Grant putting up a good fight in this at-bat. So far for Grants Pass, they've gotten 3 runs on 2 hits. Again, all 3 of those runs unearned. They've committed 1 error. They've left 4 on base to this point. As that one might stay fair, it will not. Just curves foul by the third base as Schramm runs into the fence down there. Schramm's been busy. He's made a lot of plays over there at third base. He's committed 2 errors. I'd like to clean that up. That one misses high from Whitlock. That one missing low to Hunter Grant. A 1-out walk awarded to the Grants Pass second baseman. Third walk given up by Bailey Whitlock. Now we're back to the top of the order in Nick Bastendorf. Whitlock steps back on the rubber. We saw Whitlock, or at least I did, back during the high school season. He is from Henley High School. We saw him get a start against the Hidden Valley Mustangs, one of the last games in the Skyline Conference regular season. His starting pitching was well. He went 6 innings. It didn't really matter much as the Henley bats were really on that day. Henley won the Skyline Conference, but again, last year was their first year in 5 years where they did not make the state state final, rather. And they've done it 5 years in a row for a high school with that level of consistency is very astonishing. Whitlock trying to find his pitch against Nick Bastendorf. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Pitch to him, swung on and missed. Whitlock trying to do a little bit of damage here. Bastendorf so far 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the first and grounded out to Aiden Schramm back in the second. A bunt is laid down. Hunter Grant gets in there ahead. He started stealing, and Bastendorf is going to reach on the infield single. That was definitely something drawn up as Hunter Grant took off before the bunt was laid down. Now with 1 out, 2 runners on, Bennett Rogers. He is 1 for 2, got that RBI double back in the first. That got the Nuggets out to an early 1-0 lead. Gets a chance here again, 2 runners on, 1 out. Hunter Grant at second, and Nick Bastendorf at first. That pitch in there, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bennett Rogers. He's done it already in this game. Again, RBI double back in the first, looking to add on to the lead as that one smashed into center field. It gets down in front of both of them as all the runners are moving around. Hunter Grant is waved around. He comes home to score. They hold up Nick Bassendorf at third, and Bennett Rogers, another RBI single in this one.
Now batting left fielder number 4, Vinny Zavolta.
Hunter Grant comes all the way around to score from second base. Nick Bassendorf is held at third. Hamilton goes out and talks to his guy on the mound. Whitlock finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. 1 out. And we're in the top half of the fourth. 4-0 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We'll get that fixed for you. The Nuggets swinging a hot bat to start this game. Pitch from Whitlock in there. That one fouled off. Vinny Zavolta at the plate, starting left fielder for the Nuggets. At second base, Bennett Rogers. And at third base, Nick Bassendorf. Here's the pitch from Whitlock. That one's a fly ball into left field. Deep left field. Overstreet against the wall, and it's off the wall. Bassendorf scores. Rogers is waved around third. Play at the plate. Rogers dives. He is in there safely.
Nice job.
Vinny Zavolta double off the left field wall. Pushes across two as now the Nuggets lead 6-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. And they called Bennett Rogers out at the plate. It seems like it. It looked like he was ahead of the tag, and it looks like head coach Mike Reese was not too happy with that one. None too happy, as from here it definitely looked like Rogers slid in safely. And I would like to remind you that protect the paint of your car and save the pump at My Circle K and Chevron Car Wash is powered by Colvin Oil. Save 10 cents per gallon with every car wash purchase and visit mycirclek.com for a car wash near you. Is Mike Reese still having it out with our umpiring crew? Going to sit down now as our score is 5-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. That definitely looked to be 6-0, but only a 1 RBI double from Vinny Zavolta, still smashed up against that wall in left field. Brings up Tyler Rund. Run so far 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Vinny Zavolta on second base. He drove in Nick Bassendorf, and Bennett Rogers was thrown out at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. That one bouncing to Tyler Rund. Tyler Rund, we got report, playing with a little bit of a cold today. Don't know how you can have a cold in this 90-degree heat, but feeling a little bit under the weather, but it's not stopping the Nuggets as they lead 5-0. You see on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. That one misses low as well. 3 balls, no strikes. That one in there. Tyler Rund takes strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to him now. We'll wonder if he's got the green light or not. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. As that pitch misses, Tyler Rund will be awarded a free pass. Fourth walk issued by Bailey Whitlock, and we're in the fourth inning. Brings up third baseman Nate Morgan. Nate Morgan, single and a ground out so far. Single back in the first. First pitch to Nate Morgan is hit out there. Lands in front of the center fielder, and the throw home Zavolta is going to score. Hamilton couldn't make that throw all the way home. Ball lands in front of him, and the score now is 6-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Is now officially 6-0. RBI single from Nate Morgan. Wind really starting to pick up here in Klamath Falls as Cade Kissel steps to the plate. That one fouled off into the parking lot. Cade Kissel 0 for 2 with a strikeout to this point. 1 ball, 1 strike to him now. It's Nate Morgan taking his lead after that RBI single. Swung on, fouled off by Cade Kissel. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Fouled off again into the parking lot. Cade Kissel putting up a fight here again. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes after that foul ball. Force at any base, excluding home plate, so chances of extending this inning with a ground ball are bleak, even though Cade Kissel himself might have the wheels to do it. He's got 2 other runners to worry about. 2 balls, 2 strikes to him now. Again, Whitlock, 4 walks on the afternoon so far. In danger of possibly losing Kissel as that one misses high. Count runs full. Whitlock walked the bases loaded in the first inning and then walked the runner home. Brought us to a 2-0 score. Full count pitch. The runners go, and a hard hit line drive into center field. It is between Overstreet and Hamilton. Run comes home, and Morgan comes home. A 2 RBI double from Cade Kissel. Colton Fisher. A walk and a ground out for him so far, but now a runner on second with 2 outs, and we're in the top of the 4th inning. Meeting at the mound. And they're going to take the ball from Whitlock. Pitching change, we'll get that for you when we come right back here. We're in the top of the 4th inning, 6-0 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. This is game 1 of 2. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is...
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Pitching change for the Falcons. On your screen there, Devin Monberg. Taking the mound in relief of Bailey Whitlock. Colton Fisher at bat for Grants Pass. That one finds the zone for a strike. Lundberg finds the zone, strike 2. Colton Fisher again his last time. He grounded out, walked before that, 0 for 1. That one misses high. That missing high again evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the first baseman Colton Fisher out of Hidden Valley High School. He swings and misses at that one. Oh, he held up in time. That looked like Colton Fisher went around. Count is full at 3-2. On second for Grants Pass, that is Cade Kissel. And Colton Fisher gets a walk. Back where we started in this inning, Josh Robbins. Josh Robbins led off this inning. He flew out to John Tassini at first, but the inning has continued. 3 runs come across for Grants Pass here. Stoppage of plays, I think they're trying to figure out what count it was because I thought it was 3 balls and 2 strikes and Fisher got awarded a free base. I think that's what they're trying to figure out. So you see Fisher standing on first. And, yeah, they're going to call him back. I figured that was a full count. A little bit of confusion there. Now head coach Mike Reese back out to home plate to talk about what just happened. A little bit of confusion sometimes happens in a baseball game. I'd like to remind you that Field Days Home Center is a proud sponsor of GP Nuggets TV and GrantsPassNuggets.com. Field Days Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. It's open 7 days a week in Murphy, Oregon. And also Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Mix and match for $6. You can get a Whopper, a chicken sandwich, or both. Mix and match for $6 at Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. From Ashland to Canyonville, Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. In the meantime, we've got score updates from across the league. 16-1, Medford leads Eugene, and 3-3, the Docks are tied with Willamette Valley in Willamette Valley. So we're still talking about who's on first, and Now we're going to get both head coaches down there as Pete Whistler is going to mosey on down to home plate and talk this over with the umpires. Very awkward situation, I must say. We're going to take a break while they sort this out. 6-0 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, and might have to postpone that break as they get it figured out at the plate. Colton Fisher isn't a 3-2 count. That's what I thought. I had 3-2, written down, and they gave him a free base. A little bit confused. I didn't want to be wrong, and turns out I wasn't. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Colton Fisher. Swanberg going to have to do this one again, and that one, for real, I'm pretty sure that that one is ball 4. And Fisher is going to walk. He's teammates are giving a little bit of trouble, but it's all in good fun. And now we're back to Josh Robbins. He flew out earlier on in this inning. This is the second time in this game that Grants Pass has hit 9 hitters. Back in the first inning they did it, and again here in the 4th. That pitch finding the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Robbins from the North Medford Black Tornado was dropped by the Mustangs, the Medford American Legion baseball team. Grants Pass was able to pick him up, and he's done a lot of work for him behind the plate as the 2 backup catchers from Grants Pass, Vincent DiMatteo and Colby Dinkle, have been out with injuries. DiMatteo's been out since pretty much the beginning of the season with a back ailment, and Colby Dinkle's been out since the Reno tournament as Josh Robbins strikes out, ends the inning. 5 runs come across here in the 4th inning. The score is 8-0. Grants Pass is in the lead on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned for the bottom half of the 4th. Klamath going to try to get back into this one. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here in Klamath Falls. Cade Kissel on the mound for Grants Pass as we can close the book on Bailey Whitlock, who was relieved of his pitching work in his last inning. 3 2/3 inning, pitched 8 hits, gave up 8 runs, but only about 4 of them were earned unofficially. 1 strikeout and 4 walks on him for the day. And the score 8-0 on your Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard is
Now for the Falcons, your DH, number 23, Bill Miller.
Bill Miller leading us off here in the 4th inning. After him is John Tassini and Hayden Rasica. Kissel fires a strike in there for strike 1. Bring you a look at Kissel. He's from Lassen Community College as Tyler Runn flags down that fly ball. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, the Nuggets lead 8-0. Resembling the performance we saw by Klamath Falls in the first game yesterday in Grants Pass. Again, Klamath Falls took both of those games, but Nuggets looking to bounce back as John Tassini gets hit by a pitch. Hayden Rasica, starting shortstop for Klamath, due up now. Hayden Rasica He is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second inning of play. Runner on first, that's Ticini's. Cade Kissel comes set. Gets Rasica swinging out in front of that one. Strike one. That pitch apparently missing 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed by Hayden Rasica. He's going to be in a 2-strike hole against Cade Kissel. He can go just about any which way he wants to at this point. Got pitches to work with. Could waste one if he wants. There it is, a breaking ball that's chopped down the third base line. Nate Morgan comes up with it, fires on to Grant. The throw to first is late. Rasica beats out the back end of the double play despite Fisher's best efforts. 2 outs. That'll bring up McCray Hamilton. McCray Hamilton 0 for 1. Flat out to center field to end the second inning of play. McCray Hamilton, graduating from Mazama this past school year. As he grounds that one, Hunter Grant going to give it his best effort, but that one will end up in right field. Rasica, round second, heads for third, gets in there safely. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs after the single by McCray Hamilton.
Third baseman, number 3,
Aiden Schramm, third baseman for Klamath Falls. Grounded out so far. He's 0 for 1. But now with runners at the corners and 2 outs, this is the best chance Klamath has gotten so far to break out of the shutout. Robbins does a great job of keeping that one in front of him. Runner on third base is Hayden Rasica. At first, it is McCray Hamilton. Aiden Schramm swings right through that one. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one missing low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kissel just wasting a pitch there, trying to get him to chase. Still has a lot of pitches to work with. Schramm out in front of that one, but he fouls it off. Again, Kissel pitching very well so far. 3-hit shutout to this point. Don't want to talk too much about the shutout, trying to keep it going. Don't want to give him that baseball luck. Like we said earlier, he's given us 2 great starts so far, and he gets Aiden Schramm out there. Kissel continuing his good start on the mound. 3-hit shutout, 8-0 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We're back with more after this on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox, and service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mox Auto Sales. Mock Ford, Lincoln.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the top of the 5th inning. On the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, you can see the Nuggets lead 8-0. 5th inning brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Pride and performance since 1952. They can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Hunter Grant leads it off for the Nuggets in the top half of the 5th inning. Now on a ground ball over to second base. Hadwick comes up with it, fires on to first for the first out. Back to the top of the order for Grants Pass, Nick Bastendorf. He singled his last time up in the 4th inning. Came around to score on a Vinny Zavolta RBI double. Nick Bastendorf from Crater High School, the reigning 5A state championships. Won that one along with teammates Trey Froge. Trey Froge and Hunter Grant, along with Nick Bastendorf, are the 5A state champions this year from OSAA. Hunter Grant is graduating next year. Graduated last year. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bastendorf. 1 out. That one missing outside. Bastendorf gets a free pass. A lot of traffic on the base paths for Grants Pass in this game so far. Bennett Rogers, first pitch to him is a pitch outside. That pitch missing low as well. Five runners left on base so far for Grants Pass. 8 runs on 8 hits. Three balls, no strikes. 1 out. Bastendorf's on first. That one finds his own outside part of the plate. A lot of traffic on the base paths for Grants Pass, like I said again. They've been able to converge. Most of their runners have come home. Most they've left on in a single inning is 2. Count goes full to Bennett Rogers. Waiting on deck is Vinny Savolta. That one going to end up foul down the first base side. Rogers had to reach out for that one. Still full at 3-2. Coming up for both these teams on Saturday night, Grants Pass will host Willamette Valley for 2. We'll bring you the first game here on Grants Pass Nuggets TV. So that one was grounded out to Rasica. The throw on to first. Giacini does not come up with that one. Fielder's choice. Bennett Rogers reaches first, and Bastendorf is thrown out. As I was saying, Saturday night, Grants Pass will be hosting Willamette Valley. We'll be bringing you the second game of that one here on GP Nuggets TV. Then we're in Willamette Valley for 2. Klamath Falls still set to face Eugene. And then the regular season is over. Then begins the Super Regionals. These two teams fighting for that last spot in these games. They're both tied for the 5th spot, which is the last spot in the Super Regional playoffs. So far, that's shaping up like Medford gets a free pass to the state tournament. They don't have to go to the Super Regionals. Roseburg also gets a free pass to the state tournament. They don't have to play in the Super Regionals. Behind them so far right now is Willamette Valley and Eugene. Eugene is going to be staying at home for the Super Regionals. At least if the playoffs were to start today, Willamette Valley would be traveling, as would the Grants Pass Nuggets. That one a ground ball. Up by Hadwick onto Rasica for the 3rd out in this inning. No runs come across for GP in the 5th, but they still lead 8-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. End of the bottom half of the 5th. Stay tuned on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're at Kiger Stadium here in Klamath Falls for Game 1 of 2 tonight between the Falcons and the Nuggets. Both these teams tied for 5th place in the Area 4 standings as we inch closer to the Super Regional playoffs. Playoffs for Area 4 shaping up like this. The Medford Mustangs are in 1st place. They get an immediate berth into the state tournament, as does Roseburg, the hosting team. State tournament will be held at Bill Gray Stadium. Following them is Willamette Valley Titans. They're in 3rd place. They are set to host a traveling team for the Super Regionals. Eugene is set to travel in the Super Regionals. And, well, these two teams are fighting for that last playoff spot right now, as they will have to... They will be fighting for that last playoff spot, and they will be having to travel. Overstreet swings and misses. Robbins stays with it. Throw on to first in time. Out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, number 8, Josh Hamilton.
Back to the top of the order in Josh Hamilton. 0 for 1 rather. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st, and fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning of play. After striking out Jake Overstreet, Cade Kissel again facing Josh Hamilton. That was Kissel's 3rd strikeout of the night. Pitching incredibly well. 3-hit shutout through 4 1/3 inning of work. 63 pitches thrown. Three balls, no strikes to leadoff hitter Hamilton. That one misses up and in. Hamilton going to be awarded a free base. Brings up Kyle Hadwick. Only the 2nd walk issued by Kissel threw 4 in a third. Moved to first. Nothing to it. Kyle Hadwick 1 for 2. Error in the first inning allowed him to reach, and a base hit in the third. He takes ball 1. That one a line drive into center field. Tyler Run comes up with it, and Hamilton's going to stay at second. And no, he moves to third. He moves late. The throw to third is late. Hamilton had to do a double take into center field. Didn't want to go at first, but finally ends up with it. He ends up at third, and Kyle Hadwick with the 1-out single brings up Blake Loney. Runners at the corners. First pitch to Loney. A line drive into center field. That's over the head of Zavolta and left. Hamilton scores. Hadwick comes around to score as well. 2 RBI double by Blake Loney breaks the shutout. 8-2 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Billy Miller, designated hitter, strikeout and flown out to this point. Head coach Mike Reese heading to the mound. We'd like to remind you that Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for your construction, logging, rigging, custom hose, and made hydraulic lines and fittings. Safety equipment can be found at Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza and in Medford, just north of Vilas Road on Highway 62. Meeting is finished at the mound. Billy Miller stepping in for Klamath Falls. Runner at second base is Blake Loney after that 2 RBI double. 1 out. Cade Kissel going to have to get the sending done quickly, get his offense back out there on the field. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Bill Miller again struck out in the second. Flew out last inning in the fourth. Trying to keep this rally going for Klamath Falls. Kissel worried about the runner at second, and Miller swings and misses at that one too. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1 runner at second base. Klamath trails by 6 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard, and strike 3. Miller is gone on 3 pitches.
First baseman, number 19,
John Tassini up. Double back in the second, hit by a pitch in the fourth. That was Kissel's 4th strikeout. Still looking as good as he did back in the first. One ball, no strikes to Tassini. That ball misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Kissel falls behind 2-0. He's walked 2 so far. Striking out 4. Giving up 5 hits. That one finds his own. Kissel trying to fight back in this at bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Kissel's last outing, his 2 last outings actually, were very good, just getting no run support. That one, a hard fly ball into Right center field is going to land between the Rogers and Rund. Loney comes around to score. And Tashini. He ends up at second base. RBI double for the first baseman.
Now batting shortstop number 4, Hayden Rasica.
Hayden Rasica, 0 for 2 so far. But this Klamath offense is rolling. Eight to 3 the score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. That one is fouled off. Oh, 1 to Hayden Rasica. Kissel checking his runner at second. That one ends up behind Rasica, and it's going to hit the back of his jersey. Rasica awarded a free base.
Now batting catcher number 15, McCray.
It's the third hit batter from Cade Kissel. Stoppage of play is, again, head coach Mike Reese trying to make his case to no avail. Rasica on first, and it is Tassini on second. That pitch high and in almost hit another batter. That is McCray Hamilton stepping in for Klamath Falls. 2 outs, forced any base excluding home. Infield playing normal depth. Grant holding on the runner at second. Nothing doing as that one. Robbins kept it in front of him. Great job. Stuck his glove out there. Couldn't get out there to block it. Stuck his glove out and was able to block it. Right-hander Cade King going to be warming up in the bullpen for Grants Pass. Two balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes to McCray Hamilton. And we're bringing you Game 2 tonight on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com right after this one. Short break in between these games, but we're bringing them to you both here on the road in Klamath Falls as McCray Hamilton walks, and that will be the bases loaded.
Now batting third baseman number 3, Aiden Schramm.
Aiden Schramm, number 8 hitter in this lineup. 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Aiden Schramm not making much noise last night. Game 2, he struck out 2 times. Score from Willamette Valley. The Docs take that one. They win 6-3 in 9 innings, having to go extras for that one. That improves Willamette Valley to 7-8 in league play. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts. They're now 8-7. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Schramm. Cade Kissel missing low with that one again. Bases loaded. At third, John Tuscini. Hayden Rasica's at second, and McCray Hamilton, after walking, is going to be at first base. Kissel with the pitch, swung on and missed. That will end the inning. Cade Kissel leaves the bases loaded, but 3 runs come across here in the bottom of the 5th. Your score 8-3 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned for the top half of the 6th. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. Your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard is 8-3. This is the Weimar Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company, driven by Les Schwab Tires.
Now batting center fielder number 11,
Tyler Rund. Starting off this inning for the Nuggets. Following him is going to be Nate Morgan and Cade Kissel. Tyler Rund so far in this one, he is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. He walked in his last at-bat. He swings and misses at strike 1. And we're glad you could be with us here on GP Nuggets TV. Bringing you game 2 right after this one, after a short break. Tyler Rund gets hit by a pitch to start the 6th. Hits a board on first again. Nuggets were swept at home. They're looking for a reverse sweep here in Klamath Falls. That would put them ahead by 1 game heading into the final series of the season. Hopefully in a decent position to stay in that 5th spot come the time the seeding of the Super Regionals. Again, that is just 1 week away. This 5th place team will more than likely be these 2 teams. One of them will be, at least. Only one of these teams makes the playoffs as 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Nate Morgan. Nate Morgan RBI single back in the 4th inning. Big 4th inning for Grants Pass. They hit all 9 hitters back in that inning. Now on ground ball, Schramm picks it up, throws it on to Hadwick. Throw to first. In time, a great stretch by John Ticini at first. They double him up just like that. 2 outs, no runners on base. That'll bring up Cade Kissel.
now batting pitcher number 2, Cade Kissel.
Cade Kissel, RBI double. Last time around in the 4th, 2 RBI double in fact. You can see him right there standing behind first base coach Brian Beck. Again, 2 outs after that double play. First pitch to Kissel going to be outside. Schramm came up with that one. Threw from his knee over to second base. Hadwick making a good hard throw to first, and a great stretch by Ticini. Now on a fly ball. Deep center field, but Hamilton ranges back, puts that one away, and just like that, the inning is over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Nuggets in the top half of the 6th. Klamath going to try to continue their role in the bottom half. Stay tuned for that. Your score is 8-3 on the Coca-Cola Timber Country scoreboard. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern...
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 8-3 your score on the Coca-Cola Timber Country scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jake Overstreet leading off this one for Klamath Falls. He struck out to be the first out of the 5th inning. A big 5th inning for Klamath. They pushed across 3 runs in that inning, off of Blake Loney's 2 RBI double and John Tassini's 1 RBI double. Again, it is Jake Overstreet, the left-handed hitter. He strikes out. We're back to the top of the lineup in the person of Josh Hamilton. 2 strikeouts for Jake Overstreet, uncharacteristic of him. Again, he was first All-State from Henley High School. Henley, this was the first year they didn't make the state final in 4A for OSAA. And won the Skyline Conference, topping the likes of teams like Hidden Valley and Mazama. Oh, and then there for a strike, Cade Kissel. 2 balls, 1 strike to Josh Hamilton. That one missing inside. Kissel, he's walked his fair share. He's hit a couple. He's walked 3. He's hit 3 to this point in the ball game. 5 strikeouts. He's given up 7 hits, and he walks Josh Hamilton. So make that 4 walks, 3 guys hit, 7 hits. That brings up Kyle Hadwick. He's got 2 of those hits, as he is 2 for 3, 2 base hits. He reached on an error in the first. That one finds his own strike 1. Again, these 2 teams, they are fighting for the 5th spot in the Area 4 standings. Both these teams tied after the sweep in Grants Pass from Klamath Falls. That one's going to hit Hadwick. Blake Loney coming up for Klamath Falls. Now 4 hit batsmen and 4 walks for Cade Kissel. Otherwise, he's got 5 strikeouts, so location might have been a little bit crazy so far, but hopefully he can rein it in for these last couple innings. Shut down this lineup. He's got 6 runs to work with, or apologies, 5 runs to work with. That one hit right by us, going to be sliced foul. Runners on first and second. Those runners being Josh Hamilton at second, Kyle Hadwick at first. Now on a ground ball. Gets up into center field. Tyler Runn fielding it. And they wave around Hamilton, and he comes in to score.
Right up the middle, base hit.
Base hit right up the middle for Blake Loney is up, drives in Josh Hamilton, 8-4. Now the score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard.
Now batting DH number 23.
Brings up Bill Miller. Klamath at one point trailing 8-0, now only down by 4. First pitch to Miller is high, ball 1. King really worried about Hadwick at second. That one finds the zone. 1-1 the count to Bill Miller. Bill Miller so far, he's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a fly out to his credit. That one hit fairly deep into right field. Bennett Rogers flags that one down, and Kyle Hadwick going to tag from second. He'll end up at third. So runners at the corners, 2 outs, and that brings up John Tashini. Head coach Mike Reese heading out to the pitcher's mound as there's going to be a meeting. Again, Cade King is warming up in the Nuggets bullpen. I don't think they'll make a move just quite yet. Again, we'd like to remind you that
Yes is presented in part by
Ready for your
Bimart,
season
who
for less
delivers
with
value
Bimart, the
every day
Owner's
with
Choice
weekly
pricing.
ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday.
You can
Get
find
ready
all
for
that
your
and more.
season for less with
Stop
Bimart.
by Bimart. Get
Today's
ready
game
for your
is
season
sponsored
for
in part
less
by Fields, Ace Hardware Home
Bimart.
Center, and the Fields family.
John Tashini takes strike 1. Tashini so far, 2 doubles on him for the day. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th as well. Now on a ground ball, going to end up foul. Head coach and taking the duties of third base coach, that's Pete Whistler making the Golden Glove play over there behind Kyle Hadwick. Swung on unmissed, and John Tashini strikes out to end the inning. Falcons push 1 across, leaving 2 stranded, 8-4. The score as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Again, 8-4 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Stay tuned, you're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the top of the 7th here as Colton Fisher leading off for the Nuggets. He takes ball 1. Still working in relief is Devin Monberg. He has held the Grants Pass Nuggets scoreless since coming in the 4th inning. That one is flown out over the wall. That one gets over 350 feet over the wall by the scoreboard, and Colton Fisher starts off the 7th inning with a home run. Fisher goes deep over the right center field fence, 350 feet, getting over the top of that wall. Score is 9-0 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. That brings up Josh Robbins. Josh Robbins, he is 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and flown out to this point. As checks his swing, it's fouled off. That one missing inside to Robbins. And Monberg was holding the Nuggets scoreless up until that home run from Fisher. He's stricken out 1 and walked 2 since coming in the 4th inning. That one hit over Rasica with the play in the hole. He makes the play, and Ticini lays on the tag, but in the process, Robbins runs right through, and Ticini drops the ball.
Now batting second baseman, number 5, Hunter Grant.
Josh Robbins reaches on the error, the throwing error from Rasica. That brings up number 5, Hunter Grant. Grant so far 0 for 2. He walked back in the 4th. He's grounded out twice. He lays down a bunt. Stram comes up with it, fires onto first for the out. But in the meantime, Robbins moves up to second. Back to the top of the lineup as Nick Bastendorf. He is 1 for 3. He walked back in the 5th, reached on an error in the 1st, and grounded out in the 2nd. That one might find some grass in right field, and it does. That one will stay fair. They're waving Robbins around. He is going to get in there standing, and Bastendorf will wind up at second. RBI double for Nick Bastendorf. 10 runs even for the Grants Pass Nuggets. 10-4 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Monberg came out of a couple pretty good innings and now finding himself in trouble here in the 7th. (1-0) to him. Nuggets have pushed across 2 in this inning. 1 from the home run to begin us in the 7th inning. Colton Fisher taking it deep to right center field, and then an RBI double from Nick Bastendorf. Now on another ball. Could find some grass in right field. It will not, as Loney makes the catch, but Bastendorf moves up to third. Brings up Vinny Savolta with 2 outs and a runner on third. First pitch to Savolta, a breaking ball. Outside. Savolta, a 1 RBI double in the 4th. Other than that, hasn't made very much noise. 2 balls, no strikes to him now. That one finds the zone, 2-1. That one a ground ball. Hadwick can't get over to it. That will drive in a run. Nick Bastendorf touches home plate. The Nuggets now lead by 7. 11-4 your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Tyler Run now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Run so far is walked. He's been hit by a pitch. He's flown out twice. (11-4) your score again on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. A lot of runs crossed for Grants Pass this inning. 3 of them, in fact. Again, all starting with a Colton Fisher dinger out to right center. Lonberg with the pitch. That one bounces, but Hamilton keeps it in front of him. Taking his time is Monberg on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one finds the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now to Tyler Rund. Tyler Rund awarded a walk. 2 runners on now with 2 outs. Those runners being Tyler Rund and Vinny Savolta. Third walk given up by Evan Monberg. Third baseman Nate Morgan. 2 singles on the day for him so far, 1 RBI. Having a pretty decent day at the plate, as is the rest of this Nuggets lineup so far in the first game. Again, this is game 1 of 2. We'll bring you the second one right after this. A brief intermission between the two, but you can watch game 2 right here, GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. On Mrs. Lowe as well, and Hamilton going to go talk to his man out there on the mound. Again, scores around the league. Roseburg beats Willamette Valley in 9 innings. Won 6-3. Should be starting game 2 by now, but we're back into this one here. So that one to Morgan misses high. Three runs on the first, 5 in the 4th, 3 more here in the 7th for Grants Pass. As Morgan walks and the bases are now loaded. Four walks by Devin Monberg. That matches the total from the starter, Bailey Whitlock. And now, Cade Kissel. Last time around, he 2 RBI double. Besides that, he's struck out twice. 1 for 3 on him. Tonight, that one gets past Hamilton. Breaking for the plate is Zavolta, and he gets in there. Score now 11-4 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. Zavolta comes in to score on the wild pitch. And that one hit into the air behind second base. Everyone's converging on it, but in the end, Hamilton makes the catch in center. 4 runs come across for Grants Pass in the 7th. They leave 2 aboard. Your score 12-4 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. They've got to get 7. Klamath trails 12-4. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mazda and used cars at Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass. They bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox and service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mox Auto Sales. Mock Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. This is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by...
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company. Nuggets lead the Falcons by 8, 12-4, as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. That one is going to end up way foul. Again with the win here in Game 1. The Nuggets will be 1 game ahead of the Falcons in the Area 4 standings. It will also be their 20th win on the season. Cade Kissel also going for a complete game here. That one, deep fly ball into center field. Over the head of Tyler Rund. Rasica gets into second standing. Leadoff double for Klamath. Brings up McCray Hamilton, meeting at the mound. We'll see if they decide to make a move here. Cade Kissel very close to going the distance, and he will depart. Looks like he'll stay in the game. We'll see who replaces him, and we'll get all the changes for you coming up. Stay tuned on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coca-Cola. Share a Coke this summer from your friends at Timber Country Coca-Cola. Enjoy ice-cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero Sugar from Timber Country Coca-Cola. Whether you're sitting on the fastball with a 2-0 count or life has thrown you a curveball, know that the team at People's Bank is here to assist you with all your banking needs. Celebrating 20 years of doing business in Southern Oregon, People's Bank is your hometown community bank. Stop by and visit People's Bank. We put the people first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. And today's game brought to you by Ray's Print Shop in Grants Pass. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Timber Country Coke.
Welcome back to the Buy Mart Game of the Week, powered by Robco, the Can-Do Company. There you see warming up on the mound, number 7, Nate Morgan. He's going to take over for Cade Kissel. Kissel works 6 innings. He gave up 8 hits and leaves a runner at second base for Morgan to deal with. We'll reset the defense for you in just a few moments, but due up here for Klamath, first task for Morgan is McRae Hamilton. So Morgan comes in from third base. Sliding over to third is Nick Bassendorf. Now at short is Cade Kissel. At second is Hunter Grant. And at first still is Colton Fisher. Outfield hasn't changed at all. In left it's Zavolta, center is Rund, and in right it is Bennett Rogers. Morgan gets ahead of Hamilton 0-2. Again, there is a runner on second base. That is Hayden Rasica. Got a leadoff double in the 7th. But Klamath Falls still down by 8. That one will come in and hit Hamilton. Aiden Schramm. He is 0 for 3 so far, but now with runners on first and second, it's a great time for his bat to wake up. The sun starts to go down here in Klamath Falls or at Kiger Stadium. Beautiful skyline there behind third base. That one gets fouled off by Aiden Schramm. No balls, 1 strike to the third baseman. Number 3, Aiden Schramm. That one ends up low in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nate Morgan likes to throw that fastball, get ahead of hitters, then show the breaking stuff. Has that good hard fastball. He's good at locating it, always stays around that zone, but his breaking stuff can sometimes be a little bit shoddy as that one gets away from Robbins. Both runners advance. 2 runners in scoring position now for Aiden Schramm. Hayden Rasica at third, McRae Hamilton at second. That one chopped over to shortstop. Kissel up with it, the throw on to first in time, but a run does come across to score as Hayden Rasica touches the plate, trims this lead down 12 to 5 rather, your score on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 7, JT Overstreet.
Jake Overstreet, otherwise known as JT Overstreet, coming in now for Klamath Falls. Struck it out twice tonight. He walked his other at-bat. Left-handed hitter out of Hamley High School. First pitch from Morgan, outside. That one hit foul. Left-handed hitter Overstreet, the only left-handed hitter in this lineup tonight, at least, for Klamath Falls. That one missing outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner at third is McRae Hamilton. As that one, Grant comes up with it. Throw on to first in time. A run comes across the score. 2 outs. RBI ground out, McRae Hamilton. Comes around and scores. Back to the top of the order in Josh Hamilton. He is 0 for 1. He's walked twice, been hit by a pitch once. His only Real plate appearance is a fielder's choice. Takes ball 1. Now on a strike, finds the zone. Morgan bouncing back with that good hard fastball. Morgan very great at locating that, as I mentioned. He stays around the zone with it out of Grants Pass High School, but then you can see sometimes he'll go to the breaking pitch, and he plunks Hamilton. Hamilton on first, 2 outs. Kyle Hadwick, he was hit in his last plate appearance. That one a line shot into left field. Zavolta comes up with it. It's just going to be a 1-base hit for Hadwick. First and second brings up Blake Loney. Two outs still. Now on a ground ball off the glove of Morgan. If anyone in the infield can come up with it, Grant does. Throw on to first. He is out. They get him on a great play by Grant off the glove of Morgan, and that one will end the game. Fantastic wherewithal from Hunter Grant. Helps the Nuggets finish this game off. 12-5, the final score. Grants Pass taking game 1 here on the road. Stay tuned. We'll crap the score. Tell you what's going on in the rest of Area 4. Stay tuned for the My Circle K post-game show coming up on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Once again, your final score, 12-5. Stay tuned for the My Circle K post-game show.
Auto sales in Grants Pass. They bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox and service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mox Auto Sales. Mock, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox and service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. Mox.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. The final score of this one, Game 1, goes the way of the Nuggets, 12-5 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. In this one, Grants Pass got 12 runs on 11 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 7 runners on base for Klamath Falls. They got 6 runs off 9 hits, 4 errors for them, and 13 left on base. Winning pitcher goes to Cade Kissel. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. He hit a few guys. The losing pitcher is Bailey Whitlock. He went 3 2/3 inning, gave up 8 hits, 4 runners came across, and only 2 runs earned, 1 strikeout, 4 walks for him in the night. So we take a look at the Area 4 standings. Updated standings in Area 4. Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs on top of Area 4, 11-3, 31-9. Overall, the Roseburg Dock Stewarts won their first game versus Willamette. They improved to 9-6 in league play, 21-15 overall. The Eugene Weimar Challengers still at 7-7, 21-17 overall. The Willamette Valley Titans lost to Roseburg earlier tonight. They are now 6-9 in league play, 14-21. Overall, the Grants Pass Nuggets get their 6th win in league play tonight. They are now 6-9, 20-16 overall. Klamath Falcons, they fall in this one, 5-10 in league play. They are 18-22 overall. The sun is starting to fall. We're going to get set for Game 2 here in Klamath Falls at Kiger Stadium. What do you tell me? We're going to get set for Game 2 here on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Again, your final score, 12-5. The Nuggets take Game 1 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard. We'll see you in Game 2 coming your way shortly. Stay tuned. Again, Game 2 coming your way on GP Nuggets TV. Hope you enjoyed Game 1. I'm Josh Eldridge along with Jay Reese. Hope you joined us for Game 2. Thank you, and good night.